In this video, I will be using column chromatography to purify my reaction mixture. I started by preparing a retort stand with clamps to hold my glass column. I then took a small piece of cotton and used it to block the hole at the bottom of the column. I also added some sand. This helps prevent the silica slurry from flowing out of the column. Now I will prepare an initial TLC plate to see what components I should be expecting. To do this, I dissolve the reaction mixture in an ethyl acetate and dichloromethane solution and spot it on the TLC plate. Then I let the solvent travel up the plate, separating the various components based on their polarity. I use the UV lamp to view the various components. This tells me I should expect 3 different fractions, and their separation looks relatively good. Now I prepare my stationary phase by mixing silica powder with DCM and ethyl acetate. I pour that into my column and let most of the solvent run out. I then add my reaction mixture to the column. Unfortunately, I did not pack the column well. I probably should have used a smaller column or more stationary phase, and because it is uneven, I'm expecting some coelution of my reaction components. Now I let the solvent flow down the column, and it starts pulling the various components down the stationary phase. I added some sand at the top to protect the reaction mixture as I add more solvent. The components move at different rates due to differences in polarity and their affinity for the mobile and stationary phases. I collect each fraction in test tubes, and I'm using TLC plates to test each test tube and see which components are being eluted. It took quite some time for my product, the orange band, to start eluting, and it separated into 2 bands, which I was not expecting. As I was collecting this fraction, I used TLC plates, and you can see under the UV lamp that I did get some coelution. But this is okay since I will run another column to purify further. Once I've collected all of my fractions from the column, I put them into round bottom flasks and I use the rotovap to evaporate off the solvent. This leaves me with these 3 products from my reaction. I will use the NMR to determine which one is my product and get some insights into the chemical structure. Here you can see the NMR machine, and here you can see my final product that I scraped out of the round bottom and will store in a vial for later. Thanks for watching my column chromatography experiment.